Hello everyone and welcome back to another Hookster Talks. Yes, we are back live in your living rooms at 10 minutes past 9. And it's time for the star of the show, the star of the show, the star of the show. It's TB Bear. Alright son, alright, calm down. I know it's been a couple of weeks, I know, because we did that recorded video for last week, didn't we? Yes, but now he's back and he's live. Oh, TB Bear, we all gotta have a TB Bear. Look at him go. Fucking hell, steady on, son, steady on. I think he's on crack or something. Alright, calm down, you big beautiful bear. Oh, fucking hell. Yes, say hello to all your fans then. Yes, that's it. Say hello. And say hello to all your OnlyFans. Yes. Well done, everyone. Well done. Yes, we are back. Let me get the tablet. See. Yeah, we're doing it professionally tonight. Yeah, I've been watching a Veloce a Veloce video where they were touring around Araver's Gaff in London. And I thought, you know what, it's time I put my professional hat on and did a very good job. Because it's pretty amateurish, has to be said, isn't it, really, what I do. But yes, I'm putting the professional hat on. So I've got my tablet with me so I can see all the comments. Because there's bound to be millions of them. It's already building, I can see it is. I'm like the new Jimmy Broadbent. I am, yeah, honestly. Yeah, I am. Like the new Jimmy Broadbent. There's bound to be thousands of comments, isn't there, TB? Yeah, he's over there. He's having a little rest. Lazy bastard. I just got to wait for the tablet to load up. I see all these beautiful comments from everyone. Current live streams. Way, Hookster Talks. Yes. Wow, let's click on that. See what it says. Oh my god. Shut up. I can't stand listening to myself. It's just not on. Let's put the tablet over here so I can see it a little bit better. Or as Mr. Bald Foodie Guy says, let's get a little better light for you. Go check out his channel. It's brilliant, it is, yeah. He tries any old shit that they sell in Iceland, Sainsbury's, Aldi's, yeah, all that old shitty stuff, the frozen meals. Yeah, he's going for all the crap stuff at the moment, I think, because every time I see the video, it's like, oh, God, oh, that's horrible. He's just had some brains faggots. Yeah, I quite like them, to be honest, but there you go. He didn't. Anyway, hello Scott Barnes, welcome to the stream. Yes, me and TB are absolutely super fine. And at the moment we are well, aren't we? Yes, we are both well. Yes. TB's had his vaccinations, yes, underneath his armpit. Yes, he's had his booster now as well, so he's doing good. He hasn't got the Omicrons. No, he hasn't got the Omicrons, have you, TB? No. Me, unfortunately, I've got to wait until after Christmas because I can't get an appointment. No, because it's all full up. Because where I live, there's a lot of people. Yes, and I can't get in before Christmas. So I've got to wait till after Christmas. Yes, outrageous. That silly old Boris telling everyone to get boosters. Yeah, you try getting a booster, Boris. Especially where I live. Unbelievable. Anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about Formula One. Yes, well, that's basically what my channel's called, so why not? So there you go. We had the aftermath, the shit show. Now, I'm not going to go into any more details for more than about 5 minutes because it's all been done to death now. We've seen it. We witnessed it. We were there. We were shocked, but that's it. Now, thankfully, I have seen that it's all over. All the appeals have been dropped, so it stands. The result stands, and that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Because you shouldn't be deciding a championship in a courtroom. So I'm very happy to see that. I can't think of any times when actually a championship was decided in a courtroom. I remember in '97, of course, with Michael Schumacher when he took out Jacques Villeneuve, or tried to take out Jacques Villeneuve, a little bit unsuccessfully, has to be said. I remember then, of course, the FIA excluded him from the championship. Yes, took away all his points. And he actually went from number 1 in Germany in popularity to 142 in the popularity list. In fact, he was behind German sausage makers, which was quite unbelievable because I happen to like a nice German sausage. Yeah, but no, he was behind that. Yes, and that's what his own people thought of that move on Jacques Villeneuve, and yes, he was excluded from the championship. I'm not quite sure whether they've actually ever given that back. I don't think they have, because once decision's made, and that's it, isn't it? But so yeah, he was excluded from the '97 championship. because, of course, he did that move on Jack Villeneuve, which is a blatant move. Reminded me of the time in '94, of course, with Damon Hill, and he was gone. He was gone. But apart from that, I can't think of any decision that was made by the FIA after a championship that has reversed it. You know, I mean, we've had lots of collisions. That's another thing I was thinking about as well. I've been watching the '95 season. Now, Damon Hill has hit Michael Schumacher so far I'm only about 3/4 away from the championship. He's hit him about 5 times so far. Yeah, he's had him off about 5 times. Nothing's been done about it. No investigation by the stewards. Nothing. No, it was just classed as racing incidents. Yeah, amazing, isn't it? How times have changed now. And that's what I didn't get about that last race. The thing that shocked me the most was that first incident between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. In fact, I just sat there in amazement that there was nothing. I was waiting for the little message on top of the screen that says, you know, oh, it's under investigation by the stewards. Now, how many times this year in 2021 has that happened? They've only got to sort of merely brush against each other, haven't they? And all the message comes straight across the top. Or such and such is under investigation by the stewards, with a little magnifying glass symbol as well to indicate that they're under investigation. But there was nothing. And I actually sat back and went, are you serious, FIA? Are you absolutely serious? You're not going to, you know... And the way Michael Massey said, "Oh, it's okay," to that to the Red Bull guy. I can't remember his name. He's obviously the chief guy at Red Bull. I can't remember his name though, so I do apologise. But Massey turned around to him and said, "Oh, it's okay because Lewis Hamilton's already given him back the position that all the time that he's gained." And I thought to myself, "Well, how the fuck does he know how much time he's gained? He wasn't even on the circuit." Unbelievable. So yeah, very poor stewarding from Mr. Michael Massey. A lot of people have sort of thought that this was his first year in Formula One, but in fact he's been doing it, I think, since 2018, isn't it? Since Charlie Whiting died. So it's only come to a focus this year because of what's happened. But yeah, Michael Massey's been the FIA director for a few years now. So yeah, it's not his first year at all. But as I say, because of everything that's happened, he's come to the forefront. So yeah, it was a very piss poor decision. And the way they turned decisions around was just ridiculous after that safety car. And the thing about Michael Massey saying, "Oh, well, we wanted them to race on the last lap, you know, for the championship." I'm sorry, Michael, that was complete bollocks because Verstappen was on soft tyres, red type all tyres, which only had a few laps of life on them. And Lewis Hamilton was on hard tyres, which I think had about 30 laps of life on them. That wasn't any competition at all, was it? So there was really no point in having that last lap, to be honest, because there was no way Lewis was going to hold off Max with the tyres that he had on his car. So it was pretty stupid, really. And I have to say, many times have races finished under a safety car. Yes, I remember races where you've finished, the last 10 laps have finished under a safety car, and then that's been it. But oh no, because it was crucial to the World Championship and crucial for our Netflix subscribers. Yes, don't forget that, lads. Netflix, this is all what it's all about. It's just Netflix. That they had to do what they did. And I will stand by what I said the last time, and that is that the last race in Saudi Arabia was fixed, and so was this one in Abu Dhabi. Yes, they were both fixed races. Artificial entertainment for the masses. Yes. Be like the old days when I used to watch the wrestling on ITV Sport. Yes, with giant haystacks. Oh, those were the days. Yeah, it was all completely put on, but it was brilliant. It really was. But that's exactly what F1's turned into now. Yeah, it's artificial entertainment. But thankfully, because I follow a lot of F1 people on Twitter and other places, there's been a lot of backlash over this. So hopefully things are going to improve. Yes, let me push this microphone down a little bit. There you go. So hopefully things are going to improve because they've lost a lot of followers over this. A lot of followers. So, yeah. They need to do better for next year. And one of the things they need to do is get rid of Michael Massey. I'm sorry, but you had your shot. You had your shot, son, and you blew it. Yes, you blew it. So you need to go. Michael Massey needs to go. Now, there's a new FIA president who's being appointed on the 17th of this month, which is tomorrow, ironically enough. And I hope the first duty that the FIA president does is get rid of Michael Massey. We will see. I don't think anyone actually knows who it's going to be as the new FIA president. There's a few in the running, but I don't think it's been announced formally. But we will find out tomorrow when the new FIA president is announced. Yes, as I say, hopefully he'll get rid of Michael Massey. I bloody well hope so anyway. Bloody well hope so anyway. So yes, have you been enjoying the Formula 1? Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I have to also say they've been coming out and saying, oh, this has been the best season ever. Now, I'm sorry, this has not been the best season ever. That's the trouble. Everyone's got such short memories, haven't they? Look at pretty much the whole of the races during the summer. They were complete bore fests. Absolutely nothing happened, did they? Absolutely nothing happened. So how can you say this was the best season ever? No, it wasn't. It was the most controversial season ever. Yes, it was the most fixed season ever, but it certainly wasn't the best, no. I think, to be honest, that accolade still has to go to, was it 2011 or 2012? Something like that anyway. One of those cracking seasons that was, but this was certainly not one of the best seasons ever. Because as I say, those races during the summer were just processional and completely boring. And there's about 5 of them in a row that were like that. So, as I say, people got short memories. Very, very short memories. Anyway, Mr. Will F1 says, what time do you call this? I call this, sir, 21 minutes past 9. What time do you call it? Yes, a little bit later than usual. But I'm always in a rush, so I try to sort of... my tablet's just about to switch off. Always in a rush, so I thought, let's do it at a time so I can actually sort of sit down for an hour and not have to worry. So that's what I'm doing. Scott Barnes says, fantastic. Yes, thank you, Scott. No, Mikey, no, that was so not the right decision. Oh, Toto, that will be meme to death for the next 50 years. You know that, don't you? You know that. Toto Wolff, what can you say about Toto Wolff? He's just a meme himself, isn't he, really? He really is. It's just incredible. Incredible. I get lost for words just trying to talk about Toto. I really do. But there you go. I am actually glad he's in the sport, though, because we need someone like Toto in Formula 1. Because, quite frankly, there's hardly any personality in the sport. So it's good to have him there. But you just gotta laugh sometimes, don't you? There's just so much emotion there. But that's good to see. I like to see that. I mean, when he smacked those headphones down in Saudi Arabia, I thought that was bloody good. I thought that was really good. I enjoyed that immensely. I'm sure his headphones didn't, but it was probably Bosch headphones or something, and they probably sent him about 50 pairs, promotional, whatever. So, yeah, they weren't worried. But, yeah, I like to see that raw emotion from Toto, but just some of the things he says just really make me laugh. They really do. But there you go. I think, though, who wears the trousers in his household is definitely Susie Wolff. You can just tell that he's not the boss in his own home. So, he has to try and be the big boss in Formula 1. So that's quite good to see. I like that. Well done, Toto. Well done indeed. Toto, it's called a motor race. Yeah, it is called a motor race, but that certainly wasn't a motor race, was it? No, it was a complete and utter farce. As I say, entertainment for the Netflix masses. Yes. Too much Drive and Survive. I'm actually glad I've never seen it. A lot of people have pointed me in the direction of it, and I keep saying, I must get round to it. And I was really, really close this year to actually watching it, but I still haven't. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to bother. No, I think I'll leave it completely, because if it is, as they say, all artificial and made up, just like this season has been, well, towards the end anyway, then I'll leave it alone. As Sebastian Vettel said, because he's never seen it either, he said, nah, I'll wait until I finish my career, mate, before I look at it, because what's the point? And I quite agree. What's the point? All made up bullshit. That's all it is. Made up bullshit. We went car racing, yes. Hello, Jay Cartwright. Welcome to the stream. He says, fire Michael Massey. He's turning F1 into WWE. Yeah, he is. I've never seen WWE, but I've heard a lot about it. That's what it is. It's just a show every week, a show, which is fair enough, because if you go into it and you know that's exactly what it is, then that's it. It's fine. It's a show. But we don't really go into F1 and expecting the kind of thing that happened in that last race to happen. I mean, I didn't even get the live race, even though it was on Channel 4, but my recording box said, nah, can't be bothered to record it for you, mate. So it didn't. So all I got was the highlights. Now, usually the highlights from Channel 4 last about an hour and 5 minutes, something like that anyway, if you take the advert breaks out, which I always do, because I never watch adverts. So it's about 1 hour and 5 minutes. That last race, 38 minutes and it was done. Because even Channel 4 were like, nah, I can't even bother to edit this. I bet the editor was at Channel 4 was sitting there with his thing going, nah, I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. No, wrap it up. Yeah, I mean, what made me laugh, I thought I'd fallen asleep for 15 minutes, but then I wound it back and went, no, I didn't fall asleep for 15 minutes, because they went from lap 6, I think, to lap 36 in the blink of an eye, and I was like, what the fuck happened there? As I say, the editor was just like, he was probably on his 15th Baileys at this point and was going, oh, can't be bothered. Let's just skip over these laps. Nothing happened. Let's just get to the end and get, oh God. Great. I should try that, actually. Pissed editing. I've never done that. I must try that. I bet that would be great. I no idea what the video will turn out like. It'll be a disaster probably, but yeah, I should try that. Pissed editing. Jay says, still don't know whether I'll take a break from watching the sport or not. Well, I'm going to give it a go next year, Jay, just because of the cars, because of the new cars and the fact that there's no DRS, so this is all going to improve the show and blah, 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 blah. We've heard it all before, haven't we, lads? Yes, we have. Is it going to improve the show? I don't think so. And I think it was Lando Norris, wasn't it, who said that the car actually feels a bit worse to drive than these cars. That's not really what you need. No. If they're a bit worse, that's not what you need at all, is it, really? But, yeah, there you go. So I'm going to give it a go, Jay, just to see the cars and see how it goes. But definitely, if we get another fixed performance like that, then I will definitely be disconnecting myself from the sport as well, which is going to be a real shame, because I've been watching it since 1988, something like that, and that'll be a real shame. But yeah, I'm not going to sit there and watch basically Celebrity Big Brother F1. No. Because that's what it is, isn't it? It's just it's Celebrity Big Brother, isn't it, really? That's all it is. Yeah. They cancelled that show, so they thought, oh, we'll incorporate it into F1, and that's all it's been. It's Celebrity Big Brother, that's all it is. And I don't want to watch F1 if that's going to continue in that vein. But I will give it a chance next year, see what happens. Hopefully they'll make sure that never happens again. And if they get rid of Michael Massey, that should be a big help. They need someone in there who's more authoritative as well. I've said this to other people. Charlie Whiting was a great multitasker. He could do like 4 jobs at once, and he could while he's doing 3 of those jobs, he could still be talking to someone at the same time. That's a skill that not a lot of people have got. But fortunately, Charlie had it. But unfortunately, of course, he's left us now, so that skill was now gone. But I say there's very few people that can actually sort of, do that. And Michael Massey definitely can't. I mean, when he complained that he could only press so many buttons at once, that's a stupid statement to say from an FIA director, It's your job to push buttons, Massey. It's your job to push buttons. So you can't turn around and start saying, I've got too many buttons to push. It's ridiculous. It really is. That is what you're supposed to do, is press buttons and communicate to people. But, yeah, his decisions also are very slow, I have to say. And he doesn't seem to have any authority himself. He seems to rely on the other stewards for their decisions first before he makes a decision. Now, Charlie Whiting, if he didn't agree with anything, he would override their decisions and make his own. And this is not something that Massey seems to be able to sort of comprehend or in fact do. And his decisions are coming across too late. I mean, you've got to make that decision while the race is running, not, 10, 15 laps later or even after the race. So, yeah, I'm afraid multitasking is not one of Michael Massey's strong points. So, yeah, it's not his fault. Not a lot of people can do like sort of 4 tasks at once, or it's something that you have to learn if you're in like air traffic control. I mean, that's a job where multitasking is all. Yes, because you've got like, I don't know, 15 planes at once on your screen that you've got to look after, and you've got to do it. But that takes a lot of training to be able to do that, and a lot of people don't get past even the first selection stage of being an air traffic controller because it's very, very difficult. Very, very difficult indeed. As I say, some people can do it, some people can't do it. So, and Michael Massey is just very slow in his decision-making processes. He needs to really make a decision fast, while the race is running, not afterwards. Jay says, I don't get why the FIA helped Lewis in Saudi Arabia, then all of a sudden they helped Max in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't get it at all. I mean, all the signs were from the race in Saudi Arabia that they were helping Lewis to win the championship. That's the sort of thing that I got from it. And in the next race, they were helping Max. As I say, very, very strange thought processes going through the head of Mr. Massey, I think. Very, very strange. Or, maybe as I say, Massey's got Netflix in one ear shouting at him saying, oh yeah, do this and do that. If that's the case, that's very wrong. That's very wrong indeed. Just because Netflix are paying them oodles of money, it's millions, it really is. It's millions and millions of pounds for this drive as well. If they're actually asking for things to happen in the race while it's going on, just for drama, to add excitement to the races, then personally Netflix should be banned from doing Drive to Survive and shouldn't be in Formula 1 anymore, because that is not on. That is not on. That is just pure money and greed. That's all that is, pure money and greed, and that should not be allowed to continue. As I say, I don't know whether that is what is happening, but if that is what is happening, then that needs to stop. That needs to stop. Don't manipulate the races just for viewers. That's ridiculous. Jay says 2012 is still the best season, 7 out of 7. Yeah, I thought it was 2011, 2012, one of those years. Yeah, 2012 was a great season. Wasn't it? That was the one that had the 7 world champions in it, wasn't it? 2012. Yeah, because they were in F1 2012, weren't they? In that champions mode. 7 world champions. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, that was a great season. Scott says, Max and Lewis supportmanship I enjoyed, but Toto and Christian have annoyed me. Yeah. They're both just as bad as each other, really, aren't they? Toto and Christian. Christian's turned into a bit of a Karen, hasn't he? Oh my God, whines and bitches and moans about everything now. He's oh dear. It's Karen Horner. Karen Horner's arrived, everyone. Yeah, and Toto's just Toto. It's not a lot you can say, really, is there? But there you go. Jay says, there's so many COVID cases. Football games have been cancelled. I fear we're going back into March 2020 again. Yes, you are right, Jay. I have seen today there's 78,000 people have been infected with COVID today. That's in one day, 78,000. Yeah, the signs are not good, I have to say. And yeah, we could be going back into a March 2020 because, of course, unfortunately, we're actually in a worse position because there's no restrictions apart from wearing masks. There's nothing else. We're not in lockdown. We can still go out and about if we want to. It's just masks, really, isn't it? That's all the restrictions we got. I mean, we got Chris Whitty saying, "Oh, try and limit your sort of exposure into groups and stuff like that." But there's no actual definite sort of, this is what you got to do, like it was in March 2020. So in fact, we're in a worse position. The only thing that could save us is whether, but we don't know this either, because this is up in the air, that Omicron is not as bad, is that it's mild. But from day one, it takes from day 1 to day 28 from catching COVID to dying from COVID, if you're going to die from it. It's 28 days. So we have no idea. The peak of this is actually going to hit round about Christmas Day, unfortunately. That's when we're going to know whether or not it is a mild disease or whether the hospitals are going to be overrun. But at the moment, we've got no idea, because Omicron's literally just turned up very, very quickly indeed. But it could turn out to be something serious. Now, the way I'm looking at it, it's either going to be just as bad as the Delta variant and the Alpha variant, which was the original COVID, or it's going to be milder. But I don't think it is going to be mild. I think the only reason it's milder at the moment is because of the fact that we're in the early stages of it. Because a lot of people get COVID and they start to feel a lot better, and everything seems okay, and then they start to go downhill, like on about day 20 of the 28 days. So this is a problem as well for like statistics. People are saying, oh yeah, well I'm feeling better, but they haven't reached that day 20 yet, when it could start to get even worse. So it's all not looking too good at the moment, and the USA is about 3 weeks behind us, so they're going to be inundated with this Omicron COVID in about, start of January really. So yes, it's not looking good. I'm really hoping that it is just mild. If this is what we need, if we can turn COVID into a cold-like illness, this is exactly what we need. Because the main thing with COVID, I mean, if COVID didn't kill anyone, no one would even be bothering with it, would they? If it just made you ill, no one would bother. But the fact is, it's serious enough to kill you. There's a lot of conditions that have to be in place for it to kill you. Don't forget, there's a lot of people that have had COVID and survived it, and that far outweighs the people that have died from it. So there's a lot of conditions that has to be met before it actually gets to the point of killing you. But it is still a SARS disease, severe acute respiratory syndrome, which basically means it attacks your lungs, which is, your lungs are very important. A lot of people don't realise that, but your lungs are very important. They're possibly the major organs that keep you alive. And if they're not working properly, you're in serious trouble. Serious trouble. So yeah, it's still a deadly disease, but I'm hoping that it is turning, it's evolving and mutating now into just a cold, like a bad cold condition. Let's all hope so, everyone. We need some positivity, for God's sake, because we haven't had any for a few years now. And I know a lot of people out there are just tired and sick of this now. They really are, because it's just gone on. I mean, everyone thought after Alpha had quietened down that things were going to get back to normal. Then, of course, Delta came along. And then after Delta, it started to quieten down again, didn't it? And everyone thought, finally, we're going to get back to normal. And now Omicron's here. The problem is, this could happen, till I say that word on stream. I don't want to alarm people. All right, this could happen forever. New variants could happen every single year for the next 100 years. It is possible. It is possible. The only good thing is that with every new variant, and I'm not a doctor, so I'm not saying this, but with every new variant that comes along, as it's basically a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, it hopefully is weaker. But that doesn't mean that at some point in our futures, a stronger variant will come along. That's always a possibility. And that stronger variant could end up being deadly. Here's just a scenario for you. I don't want to start alarming people, okay, because that's not what I do on here. But here's just a scenario for you. Imagine if a variant came along that killed anyone it came into contact with. Just imagine that. It was so strong, so lethal, that anyone that came into contact with it died. Imagine how society would suffer because of that. I mean, there wouldn't be that many people left, would there? And there's nothing to say that couldn't happen in the future. But hopefully it won't. And I have sort of read that SARS isn't really the worst sort of thing that we as human beings could actually catch. So, you know, it's up there, but it's not the worst thing. So, but yeah, it's food for thought. It's definitely food for thought. As I say, at some point in the future, a more deadly one could come along that killed everyone, you know, within a couple of days contact. That would be disastrous, especially if none of the vaccines worked against it. So it's a problem. It's definitely a problem. So just stay safe out there, people, and put your mask on. It's only a bit of paper around your nose and mouth. It's, you know, that's all you got to do. Keep your mask on. And hopefully Omicron will just be a bad cold, and then it will fuck off. And then we can finally start getting to normality. Because after Omicron, I don't, you know, hopefully it should die off. Most pandemics last about 2 or 3 years. We're already in the second year, aren't we? 2020, 2021. So we're already in the second year. So hopefully things will improve. And you've got to believe in Mother Nature. Yeah, you've got to believe in Mother Nature, because Mother Nature has a very uncanny way of restoring the balance of the planet. Yeah, that's a very uncanny way. And eventually, even if lots of things are going wrong, the balance will be restored. Yeah. Whether that means we'll still be here, I don't know, obviously. Mother Nature might decide, no, we've had our time. Let's bring back the Beatles. Not the singing group, but, you know, the actual little insects. Let's make them the dominant species. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just rambling. But that's just a food for thought. I'll say, hopefully, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. No problem whatsoever. It won't. We have a vaccine, whereas in 2020 we didn't. That's true. Yeah. Scott says, to be honest, I think the one person who could be the race director in the future, call me crazy, but Martin Brundle. No, I agree. Martin Brundle, yeah. He could be a good race director, I do believe. Give him the job. Yes, that's what I say. Give him the job. Jay says 6 world champions in 2012. Vettel, Hamilton, Button, Alonso, Kimi and Michael Schumacher. Wow, fantastic. Helium Trophy says next year as well. Yes, next year as well. Just James says, come on, and talking about... I come on and you're talking about COVID killing people. I know, Jay. I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? I try and be upbeat, and, you know, but I do like to say it how it could be. Yes, we've got to think of these scenarios. But, you know, I don't think it's going to happen. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen. Now, as I say, Mother Nature, natural selection. Yeah, she'll sort it all out eventually. And, you know, this will be something we'll be telling our kids in 10 years' time, you know, about the mask wearing and the social distance. You know, I say they'll be looking at us and going, what? Ah, fuck off. What do you mean you had to put a mask on? Ah, balls, did you? And they won't believe us. They won't believe us. They'll say, nah, bollocks to it. They won't believe us. But yeah, as I say, we haven't had to do it for 100 years, so we really haven't been prepared. And I'm hopefully saying that everyone who's watching this stream and everyone in the future will never have to do it again. no. This is going to be our thing, and it's going to be gone, hopefully, because yeah, I don't think anyone wants to put up with this crap more than once in their lifetime. Do you really? You gotta feel for the people back in 1918, though, haven't you? Really? God's sake, what must that have been like? I mean, the war had just finished, the First World War in 1918. All the soldiers were coming back from the front, and then the reports were coming back about this new influenza-like virus, and then it was just basically killing people left, right, and centre. But don't forget, of course, the planet would have been completely, half destroyed from World War One anyway. So we were all trying to rebuild everything, and they had that flu pandemic at the same time. That must have been pretty grisly times, and of course, no vaccine and nothing like the medical care that you've got nowadays. 100 years later, it must have been a pretty grisly scene. And the worst thing about that one was that the first and the second waves weren't too bad. It was the third wave which was the worst one, because it mutated by then, and people were just turning blue, and well, I won't go into details, but yeah, things were happening with their lungs that weren't very good. So yeah, that was the worst one. But I mean, just think back in 100 years ago, how gruesome that must have been. I mean, no internet. I mean that's bad enough. At least during this pandemic, we've had the internet. Fucking hell, the internet's just about saved all of us, I think, to be honest. Imagine having no internet and being in the pandemic. I mean, oh my God. Yeah. I really can't imagine it. But yeah, those people back in 1918, that must have been pretty grim, I have to say. And of course, a lot of the soldiers were already weak from being out in the front anyway, so their immune systems were pretty shot. And then this flu comes along, and wowzers, that's it. So I think we've got a lot to be thankful for, to be honest. A lot to be thankful for. Technology has moved on, and we as a species have moved on enough to, be able to get through it a lot easier than we would have done in 1918. Yes. And of course, it hasn't killed anything like as many as 1918, but of course a lot of that was probably due to, as I say, the soldiers being so weak. But yeah, it's like 50 to 80 million people died with the 18 pandemic. It's 50 to 80 because the exact figures aren't known because of the way they kept records back then, and because they didn't know whether they had the flu or whether they just died of, other causes due to, I say, being weak from the war effort and everything else. So the records are pretty inconsistent, but they know it was between 50 and 80 million died. I think we're at, is it 5 million at the moment? Something like that. Still a very sad statistic, has to be said. Very, very sad, but nothing like 1918, which is one thing. And possibly the one thing that Boris doesn't seem to get into his thick head either, It's still killing people, Boris. It's still killing people, That's someone's dad, someone's mum, someone's brother, sister. They're all still dying, Boris, He's such a little twat. He really is. Such a little twat. He needs to go. Hopefully he'll go in the new year, in the cabinet reshuffle at the new year, and they'll get rid of him. Hopefully, anyway. Right, I've got to go and stir my stir fry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ring the ERL chat and see if anyone picks up. La 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 la. If they do, they can talk to you while I go and stir me stir fry. Stand by, everyone. I'll get back to the messages as well. Don't forget. I'll be there. Please stand by. I've got to get rid of all these people that are no longer relevant. Relevant. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got to get rid of 2 more. Who should we get rid of? Oh, there's one. Oh, and there's the other one. Okay. See if anyone picks up. Hello? Hello? Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Oh, God. Hang on. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. That's my fault. I forgot to turn my camera off. Ah. Yeah, you can't do Facebook if you've got the camera on. Start call. Here we go. Da 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 da. See if anyone answers. Beep, beep, beep. Probably not. There you go. No, we ain't. Ain't gonna answer ya. Beep. Hello? Anybody there? Anybody there? Hello? Hello?
This is another one of those Hookster talk videos. I'm gonna lose.
God.
Oh, God Almighty! Oh, God! It's the Hookster.
Right. Hang on, because I've got to go and stir my stir fry. So you are exclusively on your own for the next 2 minutes. So talk to all the lovely viewers out there, and I shall be back in 2 minutes. So off you go. Here's your chance to shine. Don't forget to advertise yourself as well. Goodbye.
Okay, Drum Tank here, Dommy TV. How's everybody doing? I don't have the live chat with me, but I do have Stinky Baby with me. Let's see. The weather in Canada today is pretty interesting. It's very windy outside, as you can see, and the sky is a little bit of a bluish purple hue to it. So, yeah, actually, the camera is making it look much more blue, but it's actually purple outside. As you can see, the wind is really howling in the background here. As we have, oh my goodness, we have Don in the chat. Yeah. Oh, we have Don. We have Lewis Hamilton's #1 fan, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only Don the Man. How do you do, sir?
All right. How was that with the skunk incident, Dom?
Oh, man, Don, it was, I'll admit, I don't think she got fully sprayed by the skunk. I think the skunk missed, but it smells like burning car tires is what skunk spray smells like. Man, she reeked. But I got her all clean now. She's all clean, and she smells like, well, fresh as a daisy. But yeah, she smells like a normal dog now. But yeah, it was bad. It was kind of funny though, because the skunk looked very similar to her. So she probably thought it was like another dog or something, and she just kind of happily marched up to it, and then it had none of her shit. So, but yeah, Hookster is stirring his stir fry, so he's allowed me to take over his YouTube channel for 2 minutes. So now it's just a dog channel. Well, it's dog and Don.
I see Joe reject it.
Yeah. Joe's not cool, actually. He's not cool enough to join the chat anyways. What are you watching, Don?
Well, that's actually a reflection off my Dale Senior picture I have hanging, but I just got done watching the Liverpool soccer game.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You hear that, Dave? Dave, are you there? You have a copy?
I'm back. Hang on, put your change on. I've got the outcome stuck in me mouth. Hello?
Yeah,
What's up, Dave?
there we go.
Hello?
Yeah, you got a copy?
Hang on.
We're having technical issues on the Hookster front.
Yeah, I've got my crappy headphones on. I can't hear. Right, okay, I'm here.
Okay, yeah. It looks like we're having hardware and software issues on the Hookster end.
I'm doing all right.
Oh, my
I'm doing all right.
goodness.
So,
Yeah.
you didn't
Just
say anything
like on
controversial
race
while I
day,
was gone,
the
did you?
hardware issues at race day. Right, Dave?
Hang on. I've got to put these headphones on properly. They're all banged up.
Oh, damn it, Hook. What the hell are you doing? Did you borrow Jamie's headset or something? Is that thing running on Steam? Oh, man.
I put them on, but they shut on me mouth. I can't get them again.
I don't know what's more entertaining, watching Dave fix his issues over there or watching Dom's dog.
Hello?
Do you have a copy, Dave?
Hang on.
Jesus Christ.
I gotcha. I can't talk
Oh,
very well.
my
though.
God, okay.
I can't talk very
I
well.
was starting to get concerned, Dave.
No, I'm
I
here.
was going to say, go get your ears checked.
Hang on, I just got to read out the chat before I continue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got
Matthew-
Jamie.
What's up, Jamie?
Jamie!
Mikey, that isn't right. That isn't right, Mikey. That isn't right. No. Oh, wait. Don, just for you. We are the
Oh,
champions.
my God.
Dun.
Oh dear.
And we'll keep on fighting to the end.
Alright, since you're going to do that.
We are the champions.
Wow.
I told me off for being a bit too loud. It's just for you, mate. Just for you.
Yeah. I'll still wear my Lewis Hamilton hat.
Wow. Dave, you were about to read out your chat?
Yeah, I got a hi Dom, hello from Wales from Scott Barnes. There you go.
Oh, nice.
We got Ice One in the chat as well. He says that's windy.
What?
Don's beard is magnificent. He says as well. There you go, Don.
Ah.
Your beard is magnificent. So says Ollie.
Don, you do have a nice beard. Nice full beard.
Thanks.
Yeah, Jamie, yours is all right.
I just muted myself a minute whilst Amy was just tidying up. That's all. Dom, what is your dog doing?
She's sniffing around. She's not chewing on anything. She just likes using her nose to sniff around, you know, like most dogs.
Does
She
she
looks like she's hunting for truffles.
At least it's not going after a skunk today.
Yeah.
Does she smell better today, Dom?
No, I washed her really well last night, and I was able to get all the skunk smell off of her. So, but yeah, it was pretty awful. She smelled like burning car tires.
Scott says hello to everyone. So there you go.
Hello, Scott.
What's up, Scott? Yeah, fuck off, Jamie, with that Red Bull shit. It's all good though.
It's a drink, isn't it, Jamie? It's a drink. Don't know what you're getting excited about.
Oh, he's muted himself. So Jamie's muted himself and he's talking, perhaps to Amy. Can we guess what he's saying?
Oh, I can guess what he's saying, yeah.
I think he's trying to say something about the TV. Or maybe his favorite pair of his shorts. He just can't find it, and he's asking Amy where it is. He keeps glancing back and forth, though. He looks very intimidated. Dave, I've also baked some cookies
Oh, are they
in the
penis
shape
shaped?
of
Are they
Not
penis
homemade
shaped?
though, just
I'm back properly now.
Oh, we were trying to guess what you were talking about, Jamie.
Oh, you don't want to know, Dom.
Oh, maybe I do.
Hey Dom, maybe you should
I
do
was
homemade
asking
cookies.
Amy if we can do stuff that you've never done with a woman.
No. I don't think that's what you guys were talking about. You guys were probably talking about like.
What? Talk to one.
Sorry, what?
I said, what? Talk to one. Surely Dom's talked to a woman.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh. Why have you turned your video off? Are you getting emotional now? Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, whoa! What the hell? What is that, anyways? Oh, that's the sticker. That's the sticker that I tore
Jesus
off.
Christ,
Surely your dog knows what your house smells like. I mean, why is she just constantly going around sniffing stuff? She must know.
I'm not sure. Like, she is sniffing everything, Jamie. Like, everything.
She's never out of her dungeon, Jamie. That's why.
No, I just fed her. Oh, look at that. She's probably found some crumbs on the floor. I can't believe it. Come on. Let's do something else. Well, do you have something in your mouth? Give me that. No. Such an asshole sometimes. Well, just stop by to say hi and to... Oh, look at this. We got another dog. Oh, we got another pooch.
Can they see each other? Say hi. Oh.
Oh, look at this. Maybe a long-distance relationship is in the works here.
Dom, all you try and do is sell your dog to other dogs, isn't it? What's up with you?
Yeah, I don't know. And honestly, Dave,
you're like a pimp daddy.
You know what? It's kind of pimpish because she's also very promiscuous with other dogs. Like, she sees a dog, she'll roll on her back and expose her belly right away and spread her legs. It's really bad.
That's what you do, isn't it?
She also likes...
Didn't she give Joe's dog pink eye?
No. My dog did not get pink eye.
Yes, she did. She gave Joe's dog pink eye, and it cost him about $300.
No, that was not from Daisy. That couldn't have been from Daisy. I gotta ask Joe again.
CB.
Oh, we got CB. We got CB.
Hello.
Oh,
No, he's gone.
CB's gone.
He's gone. He took one look at the chat and went, nah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Wow.
I don't blame him.
He
I don't
hasn't
blame him.
raced with us in ages, actually.
No, he hasn't. No.
Joe, what we should do, I'm sure Actually, I've got my computer here. If I can turn it on, 'cause I need to get a list. What I want to do, right, is we have to go through the F1 calendar list in order, and I want to hear Dom's opinion on the track.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Let me just. Unless someone can get it before me, but I'm just firing up my computer in front of me here.
There's only a couple tracks I absolutely hate. I mainly just say that shit on ERL night to fuck with Joe.
No, but I want to know an actual opinion of the track.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
Yeah, and I'll keep it short and sweet, Jamie. Like maybe 15 seconds per opinion.
Dom, why are you thinking? I didn't even say you, Dom. Don't think everything's about you. I said Dom, not
Oh my God!
like seriously. Why would you even think?
No, I thought you said Dom, like DOM.
It is quite difficult, I know, but why would I want your opinion when Dom's opinion every week is funnier?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dom. What the fuck you think Jamie was talking about?
I'm sorry, guys.
You know
I'll just.
I always say in the chat, this track sucks. Fuck this track.
Well,
Joe, put good tracks on the schedule, not shit tracks. Yeah, etc.
Where are we? Official calendar. We're getting there slowly.
Where are we racing at Monday? I don't even remember the schedule.
I don't know where we're at Monday. Anyone?
No idea.
Oh,
Dominic.
Bahrain.
Oh yes, it is Bahrain. Actually, well done.
All right, as long as I don't wreck and turn 12, I actually like that track.
Well, talking of Bahrain, I've just got the schedule up, and we started off with a double header at Bahrain. So, Don, apart from turn 12, which we all know is a bit dodgy for you, there's a curb there, remember, on the right-hand side?
I am very aware.
Remember what happens when you touch it every time we race there?
Yeah, you fucking wreck. Yeah, remember that time I did it like 7 times in one race? Yeah, that's how I got the nickname Turn 12, yeah.
That was a highlight of the ERL, to be fair. Where we got after that? We got Italy after that.
Well, you already know my opinion of Italy.
Yeah, you got to let Dave's fans know.
Oh, I love that track.
Fair enough. Portugal.
So.
I can't even. My eyes are killing me. Spain.
Been all right. I don't really have.
I thought you was going to give us more than this, Dom. Maybe I should have asked Dom.
Yeah.
Why have you gone all shy all of a sudden?
I don't know, because I'm half asleep.
Oh, are you talking? You're not talking to me, are you?
I did say maybe we should have asked you. Dom's gone all shy all of a sudden because he's half asleep.
Well, okay, here we go.
What the fuck are you doing, Dom?
Yeah, go ahead. Ask me my
Yeah,
opinion.
Jamie, are you going off the actual 2022 calendar?
I'm going off. What is this one? This is the 2021. It's on the F1 website.
You said a doubleheader in Bahrain, though. That threw me off. Like,
No, that was me reading it wrong because they on here for some reason they've also got they've got like literally everything. They've got the testing. They've even got like the Pro Championship esports series events on
yeah.
Esports. Bleh.
I know. I mean, who does that sort of thing?
Who does it? Load of bollocks.
I've watched a couple of the esports races.
Oh,
It's actually
nobody
pretty
asked
cool.
you, Dom. Nobody asked you.
Oh,
You
come on,
don't count.
guys.
Just take your stupid little whatever it is you're playing with in the corner there. Look, what is that, for fuck's sake? Some kind of balloon person or what? What are you doing?
Dom, do you even watch F1?
Yeah, I do. I do watch F1.
Oh, just checking. It did make me laugh on Monday night when I was giving you a tow down the straight, and then just something told me. I thought I'd better tell him that I'm going to go to the right, like off the racing line, and it just made you like panic, like fucking.
You know what? You know what it was, Jamie. There's so many people were on the radio at one time, and you told me, "Hey, I'm going," and then you cut out, and like I wasn't sure if you were gonna say you're gonna go left or you're gonna go right. So I freaked out.
Why would I stay on the racing line if you're lapping me? That's like that's why I thought. But I've just thought to myself, it's Dom. I better check like that he knows where I'm going to go.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jamie. I'm a noob.
Obviously.
Your eyes, Dom, are so sexy, I must admit. Yeah.
Yeah, you like this?
Oh, yeah, I would, I'll tell you. God, I'd bang that in a second. Yeah, I would.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Do you guys actually think racing's going to be better next year with the new car?
No.
I don't know what. Does anyone know what sort of version of the new car that they was running? When was it? Tuesday and Wednesday.
I think it was the old car with the 18-inch wheels, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a 2021 car with the 18-inch wheels. They're probably just doing like a tire test or something.
Ah, okay. Because I don't know why. I thought that the like current drivers were running a sort of newer car, like a modified version of the new car, like more than just the wheels. And then the young drivers were running like last season's car. Because I
it definitely wasn't that. That might have been the case. It definitely wasn't next year's car.
No, yeah, I'm not saying like a full version, but I think it was like a slightly like modified version, like sort of towards it. Maybe someone in Dave's chat can clarify.
Yes, clarification, please.
Was
I think they can only run the full car from January the 2nd onwards because the contract runs from year to year. So I mean, they probably could have done like a modified version of this year's car, yeah.
But because all I mainly noticed, I only see it like sort of briefly, was that all the young drivers on the like last season's car without like the modified, well, without the 18-inch wheels or whatever, they was all a lot faster than the guys on the 18-inch wheels.
Yeah, wasn't like Russell and Valtteri? Was like Russell in a completely different car? Or was he in like Valtteri's?
Yeah, he might have been. But I know, like for instance, I mean, like Max's quickest time on the 18-inch wheels, he was like down in 17th, and then I think Russell was down in 18th. There was like they was all like down the bottom, and then you had like Nick De Vries he topped the timings in last season's Merc. So, but I can't find. I was trying to look for it now, but I can't find anything on it now. Like there's no real news about it. Where's Dom? We've lost Dommy.
Dom's gone.
Huh?
Dom's gone.
Dom's gone. He's gone. Maybe his dog was laying down, spreading her legs somewhere.
Yeah, I heard that Lando's tested the new car, and he says it doesn't feel as good as this year's car, so that's not good. I thought they brought in all those regulations to make the cars handle like better, but no, obviously not. Well done, FIA.
It does look. I like the look of it. Like the wheels look really like. I mean,
But
they
then again,
actually,
David, it is only testing.
Yeah, true.
Just let it race better.
The only thing I'm worried about on the front wing is because you've got that huge end plate in each corner now. If you lose that, you're going to have absolutely no choice, but you're going to have to come in and get a new wing put on it. Whereas now, as you saw in Lewis Hamilton, he lost a lot of that end plate, can still carry on going. Yeah, you won't be able to do that with these cars. You'll have to come in because
that's still a shock the hell out of me. How the fuck Lewis Hamilton ran that quick with the missing end plate?
Yeah, but that end plate now on the 2022 cars is an aerodynamic piece that goes straight over the scoop of the front wheel. So if you lose that end plate, you've got no choice. You're going to have to pit straight away.
Yeah, it'd be so far unbalanced.
Yeah,
like, it'd just be impossible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And aren't they smaller rear wings on next year's car?
I think they are. Yeah, but then of course a lot of people said that on 2009. If you remember the huge wings they had there, and they said, "Oh, everyone's going to lose their wings in the first race," but they didn't. So it's weird, isn't it?
That is true. Just being, so Daniel Kvyat, he was testing the new tyres on Monday. Finished off their testing basically on Monday. But that was in the wet though as well. Let's see if I can. What year is it? 2021. There we go.
So, Dave, nice original Game Boy on top of your PS1 behind you.
What? Oh, yes.
I said nice original game.
There she is. Still works as well.
I have mine put away in a drawer.
Good.
Same with my Genesis, Super Nintendo, all that good shit.
Sega Genesis. Did we have those over here, Dave? I can't remember.
What's that, mate?
Genesis, Sega Genesis.
Yeah, it was the Mega Drive. That's what we used to call it in Europe. They had to call it the Genesis in the US. Yeah, it was only called the Mega Drive over here and in Japan.
Right. I recognised the name. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I loved that console to death. I did the old Mega Drive.
Oh,
Really
the Mega
did.
Drive was amazing.
Yeah.
I never actually had one, but my mate had one. I used to go around his all the time.
Road Rash. Oh my God.
Road Rash was an amazing game. Like some of the games, like you think for back then how simple they were, but we used to think they were amazing.
Yeah.
And you probably go back to them now, you just think, Jesus, what is this?
I do, Jamie. Go back to him now and go, what the hell was this? I think I've got Road Rash over there. Somewhere.
Oh, Bella, get down. Oh, God. still trying to find any information about this young driver test, but I can't.
Yeah, I
find
can't.
it.
Who the hell was it who tested the Mercedes who ended up quickest the other day?
Oh, that was
Can't
I know
remember.
that was Nick De Vries. He's the Formula E driver.
Dom's phone died. That's why he disappeared.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I just forgot his name. I like read briefly about it. I usually don't get a chance to catch much Formula E.
It's all right. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's
Yeah,
not, well, to be fair, there's a lot of overtaking and that.
Just like F2, I work 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Eastern time, and like for example, the season finale was at 8 a.m. for me on Sunday. So F2 happens while I'm still at work, so I don't get to catch a lot of F2.
Yeah, I tried to catch what I could, but I just end up recording it all and watching it at some point.
Because F2 I have to watch on the ESPN app. They don't televise it here. You have to use the app.
I can't watch it, Jamie. It brings back too many painful memories for me.
Of what? Sorry.
Well, my dad used to be a milkman, and I used to have to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to go and do his rounds. And every time I hear those cars going round, I just keep imagining that milk float at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's just too painful for me, so I can't watch it.
Well, I shouldn't laugh, but that's so random.
It is. They sound just like the milk floats back in the 70s.
They do. Yeah, they do. It's just like that little whirring engine, isn't it? Like, ooh, like...
Yeah. You won't remember that, Don, but yeah, we used to have our milk delivered, back in the day. Didn't you used to go to a supermarket, you used to have it delivered to your house by a little man in an electric vehicle.
Convenient, I guess.
It was. Apart from the birds. Because they used to peck the top of the milk off, because we used to leave it on the doorstep. And they used to peck the top of the milk because the top of the milk was like a little bit of foil cap on it, and the birds used to jump on it and then peck the top off and then drink the milk. Back in
What a
my
random
day.
random part of the conversation, going from F1 to milk.
Yep. That's usually what happens on these talks.
Talking of birds, this is quite funny. Amy told me when I got home. So it was like well over a month ago, right? We was out feeding ducks, me and Archie. We was over like my dad's way, and a duck bit his finger, right? And at the time, he weren't upset about it. I mean, I was laughing. It was quite funny. But like, bearing in mind Archie's 4 years old, and he's one of these kids, like kids, he just all of a sudden pops up with a memory. Like at first, Amy couldn't work out what he was talking about. He started going to Amy earlier on. That duck that bit my finger, I'm gonna fucking grab him and I'm gonna punch him on the beak.
Yeah, it's weird what you remember, isn't it?
I just like he's so random though, but it just makes me laugh. But he's turned into a little drama queen. He went to hospital last night, and then because he just had a rash on his legs, and then he woke up this morning. Apparently, he was like, "Oh, I've got to go back to hospital. My legs hurt." There's absolutely nothing wrong with him. Joy of 4-year-old.
Oh yes.
Anyway, Jamie, our two teams play each other next in the EPL.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
I said something different. Our two teams play against each other in the EPL next week.
That probably won't happen, mate. That actually probably won't happen. There's basically like all the games are getting cancelled.
Yeah, I saw Tottenham got postponed today against Leicester.
Yeah. On Saturday, there's already. I'll tell you now. One, two, three, four. So there's meant to be 6 games on Saturday, and 4 of them have already been postponed. So, yeah, I don't think it'll happen, to be honest.
Yeah, I know Liverpool played without Van Dijk, and who was the other one? I can't remember because of possible COVID related. Van Dijk was up.
I was. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I was at work. I didn't see much of it. Where's Dave gone now?
Glad Chelsea dropped points to Everton.
Oh, yeah, you know more than me, mate. Honestly, I didn't see anything.
Yeah, that was a 1-1 draw.
Oh, okay.
And then Liverpool won 3-1 over Newcastle.
Oh, no, that's not difficult.
Wait, are you talking football on my Hookster Talks? That's not on. Get out.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
It's all right, I'll let you off.
Well, you disappeared.
Yeah, I had to go and stir me stir fry. So my dinner's nearly ready, so I have to cut it off in a minute. But carry on for a few minutes, we're all right.
All right. Well, have you downloaded Warzone yet?
No, not yet. I think you're trying to wind me up. You just want to have a laugh, don't you? Watching an old man try and play Warzone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can live stream it. You'll have me and Ollie on your live stream, and you play Warzone.
I'll see if I can't download it at some point.
Go on.
All right.
Actually, I can get into the. I was just thinking, but now I'm on here. I actually can watch the stream whilst being on here. But what I'll need to do is just turn the volume down.
Last Call of Duty I've played was Modern Warfare 2.
That was a good one. I like that.
Yeah, that was the last one I played. But I actually went. I had it on the PS3, I think, and I went into an online lobby and I got absolutely slaughtered because you probably remember this. They had that trick in it where they could like jump up in the air with this like boost or whatever. It was a hack. It wasn't really an official thing, but there was. I think you could point a grenade launcher at the ground or say and fire it, and then you'd shoot up in the air. Well,
I don't remember that, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I was in there, and all I could see was all these people like up in the air, and I was on the ground and didn't know how to do this trick. And I was getting slaughtered, like constantly getting shot at from these people that was like flying around my head. And I was like, that's it. So I left the lobby and I never went back. That's my Call of Duty experience.
Well, get on it with me and Ollie and we'll have a little game. We'll have a couple of practice games first.
Yeah, okay. I'll see if I can download it. 190 gig in it. That'll take quite a while. That'll probably take me 3 days to download that.
You said 190 gigs?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just because I've only just seen the chat because I've managed to get both. I see about Matthew asking about the top 3 drivers and worst
Yeah.
You got Max, all right, Max and Lewis. Yep, fair enough. You think Daniel Ricciardo?
Eventually, yeah. When he pulled the you know pulled himself together. I mean, at the start of the season, no, but yeah, I'm just saying that above Lando because I'm not a Lando fan, and everybody says that Lando did so well. So I'm just trying to be a bit alternative with that one.
Honestly, I think either Ocon or
You talking about 3 best drivers?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you were breaking up on my end when you were saying that, so I missed that part. Yeah, 3 best drivers.
Yeah, Max and Lewis, obviously, but the second one, sorry, the third one is, I think, a hard choice. But I've got to admit, I don't think it's Daniel Ricciardo.
Mm-hmm.
No, neither do I.
I think you've got. I mean, well,
what about Gasly?
Well, see, I was going to say Gasly, and I thought you'd slaughter me for it. But come on, Gasly has had an amazing season.
Yes.
I agree with that. I was thinking Gasly or Ocon.
Yeah, we actually agree for once, Don.
Yeah, surprisingly, don't happen very much.
No, yeah, honestly, I think Ocon's been brilliant, and like Gasly has been superb this year.
Yeah,
There's no denying it. To be honest, he has been. And then Scott Barnes in your chat has said Sainz. He's had a better. Yeah, he's another one who's had a better season than Ricciardo.
Yeah, I've said this before, but I have not seen the Ferraris because as you know, I only get the highlights on Channel 4. They have not shown the Ferraris on screen, I don't think, at all during the whole season. It's just weird. And even though they've done pretty decent, but yeah, I just don't see them.
Yeah, I'm not really big on Leclerc too much.
The thing is, like you say, because you watch the highlights program, I honestly don't think they haven't done anything. There's been no race where you go, oh, look what Sainz has done. Look what Leclerc's done.
Yeah.
They've literally just sat there in between 6th and 10th without doing anything significant in most races. And in the odd race, they will. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I can probably understand why they don't get shown on highlights because they just don't do anything significant.
Yeah.
You've got other drivers who are making their cars outperform what they should be doing. So obviously they're going to get the,
Mm-hmm.
And you've and so going to the 3 worst, Dave.
Yeah.
First one I agree with. Lance Stroll and Seb.
Yep.
You would say both of them?
Worst? I've been disappointed with both of them. There you go. I mean, just basically as a team compared to last year.
Yeah,
they did a hell of a lot better job last year, and it's basically just the same team. They've only rebranded as Aston Martin and changed the colours and everything else. But apart from that, it's the same. It's the same engine and everything else from last year. But in terms of performance, they've just,
Would you throw Ricardo in that category as a possibility?
Yeah, I think I would actually. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if you compare his performance to Norris,
yeah, it's not been good. Lando's done
it's not even been close.
Hell of a lot better job, must admit. But that's been Ricardo's career. He's, as I've said in one of my previous things, I think he's moved teams too many times. He really has. He should have stayed with one team for a lot longer than he did, and I think that makes him suffer because he has to, get used to everything all again.
He's constantly adjusting to
Red
another.
Bull.
Yeah. It takes him too long.
Mm-hmm.
It takes him half the season, or if not longer, to eventually. And then and then he ends up leaving them.
Exactly. Or the
Yeah,
actual
what
team
team
that
did he pick?
or the actual team that he's in.
McLaren, Renault, Red
Um,
Bull. Am I?
what, Daniel Ricciardo? Oh, he's been in
Yeah.
loads the last few years.
Yeah, McLaren, Renault, Red Bull.
My my brother from another mother, Ice One Ollie, Mr. Jacks,
Yes.
just reminded us in the chat that Sainz got 4 podiums this year, which, to be fair, is decent. But I will still go back to the fact that even when he got those podiums, he's still done them by not really doing anything spectacular.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Which I
like
suppose
Abu
sometimes it ain't a
like-
bad thing. Obviously, he's getting there, being consistent, but he's just not He's not been exciting. Do you know what I mean? They haven't been exciting.
like the season finale, for example.
Yeah.
Him on the.
Yeah.
The only reason he gets that podium is that Latifi incident, which I hate talking about, but as you know why.
Mm-hmm.
I would. So going back to the worst. Matthew's thrown one in there, Dave, which I actually agree with as well. Sonoda. I know it's been his first year, but I think he's not had.
If you're gonna put Sonoda, even though this guy drives a Haas, how about Mazepin? Because he's always fucking spinning or causing incidents.
Oh yeah, no, Mazepin's in there, but I'm saying Sonoda's up there as well. I kind of as being one of the worst. I just don't think he's really.
Yeah. So
Hopefully next year he pulls himself together. But
yeah. Tsunoda just makes me laugh when they said, "Oh, we're going to keep you for next year," and he's like, "Why? I crash a lot." And I was like, but that is his culture and mentality. That's how they do things out there. If you're not good enough, then you come up and say so. You don't sort of pretend like some other drivers.
HRT is the other Danny Rick team, by the way.
Oh, HRT, the hormone replacement therapy special. My team in 2010.
He drove for him once.
Yeah, I remember that. Thank you, Ollie. Oh, and thank you, Dommy, for the donation. He says, Hamilton for World Drivers 2022 and Ferrari for the Constructors' Championship. Well, that's controversial.
I agree with you with Lewis for the drivers in 2022. Get number 8.
I like what
and Mercedes for constructors as well. Screw it. Being biased.
I kind of like what our friend Mr. D'Souza has said about 2022. Vettel for world champion 2022.
Yes.
What?
In an Aston Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's, all bets are off next year. Anyone could win it. No idea.
So my expectation for the 2022 is I think it's going to still be Red Bull versus Mercedes, except the gap from behind them won't be as large as it was this year. I still think it's going to be a Max versus Lewis type of season.
I think it's difficult. Sorry, I didn't realise that the dog had pulled my phone charger out a bit and my phone wasn't charging. There we go. I think next season, you can't even say what's going to happen yet.
I'm just saying that's my expectations. Max versus Lewis, still going to be Mercedes versus Red Bull, but the gap behind them the field will be closer. The gaps won't be as big.
Yeah, I have to say, Ollie is right about Marzipan. He did stop spinning towards the end of the season, and he has done. In fact, I think Mick's made more mistakes, to be honest, towards the end.
there was a point I started feeling sorry for Marzipan at the end of the
Spin.
season. Well,
Marzi Spin.
Mazepin.
Mazza
that
Spin.
one where he like was basically crying. I felt sorry for him.
Yeah.
I thought, well, actually, you know what? Maybe this guy does care, and it's not just about. Do you know what I mean?
What race was that again when he was? I can't remember what.
Oh, I can't think, to be honest.
Was that Saudi Arabia or was that the race before?
No, it might have been the race before. It weren't that long ago.
Yeah.
It was quite.
I know that, yeah. I remember the interview. I just can't remember what track it was.
No, I can't. I can't. Sometimes I can't take him seriously though. His voice. I can't. His accent is like it's so strange. It's unbelievable. It's just. You just listen to it. And like if you didn't know where he's like from, like you wouldn't have a clue, and you'd be like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know what this dog has done to my phone charger, but I can't. It's not doing anything now. There we go. It's back charging again. Sonoda, Mick, and Ricciardo / Norris the worst. Well, Norris could be up there.
I mean, you said Norris for worse?
I'll be able to say he could be up there. I can't.
Well,
Before this year, I wanted him to.
I wouldn't put
do
him that
well.
low.
Well, McLaren have been a disappointment. I mean, they got right up there, didn't they? And everyone thought, yes, McLaren are back, and then they started to tail off again. And that's been a problem with McLaren. They can't have consistency, can they, in a season? They're either up or they're down, and there's no sort of in between.
The thing that annoyed me about Norris this year is he had like 1 or 2 good races, and then but it almost went to his head straight away. He thought he was one of like the top drivers.
Yeah.
Literally, just straight away went to his head just because like his overtaking at Austria went viral. He thought he'd become a superstar overnight just because of his 3-minute clip on YouTube.
Yeah.
It was strange. It was like I don't know.
He likes the fame though. That's why he does all this quadrant stuff in it and stuff like that on YouTube and streams himself. You know, he loves it really, doesn't he? That's why.
Yeah, but it just kind of put him in. Well, I just had enough of him after about a few weeks of that. It was just like.
Yes, I agree, Ollie. Mick was shocking. He was. Yes. Too many mistakes. Yeah.
I wonder if. Can get the. That'd be a good thing to have a look at or talk about. The Auto Sport.
Oh yes, Autosport.
What? Yeah, the rankings that Ollie sent in the chat earlier. Trying to find. Can't find it on the website.
I'll see if I can find it.
Oh, Charles Leclerc has tested positive for COVID.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
I got it, Jamie.
Have you got it?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, top 50 drivers of 2021.
Oh, yep. Oh no, but that's a video though. Or
No, it's the
Is it just the,
yeah, it's the. I think it's the rankings. I think it is anyway.
I've found a video for it, but I can't find just the actual list. This is I've found a video of them. Let's see who's on this panel. Let's see who decided this. I can see 4 of them sat around there. Once adverts stop.
Oh, I love the adverts. No, I haven't got the list either.
What I will say is there's 4 blokes sitting there, and by face, I don't recognise one of them.
Oh, blimey. It is here, Jamie, but not in a list. I've got to keep clicking on it. So number 1 was Lewis. Number 2 was Max. Number 3 is Lando Norris.
This is right. Okay, that's what. So right. So according to one of these guys, Gary Watkins, who is the Autosport WEC and GT correspondent, I've actually just managed to pause that on there. Lando Norris is the 3rd best motorsport driver currently. I mean,
Absolutely not.
what is he actually watching? That's I don't know what he's been taking, but I think he should share them around.
Yep.
Saying that, so on what I'm watching, they've got a scrolling list on the bottom. They've got Ash Sutton at number 43. Jesus. So Sebastian Vettel is number 39.
Yeah, I've got Sebastian Ogier at number 4.
Well, that I don't mind. He's
Who was number 4? Sebastian what?
Sebastian Ogier is number 4. World Rally Champion. That's fair enough.
I just see like Gasly's like number 10. I think it was 10.
I don't have the list in front of me. Who's number 5?
Alex Palou. IndyCar.
That's not a bad one. The IndyCar champ.
IndyCar champ. There you go. Charles Leclerc is number 6. Oh, wait a minute. Ollie sent a link. There you go. Thanks, Ollie. I'll click on that.
I've got it scrolling on the bottom of my screen at the minute. So number 1, Lewis Hamilton. Number 2, Max Verstappen. Don't think you can really call that either way. But Lando Norris, number 3 is. I still can't. Every time I see that, I just what the hell. Lando Norris, supposedly the 3rd best motorsport driver in the world. Sebastian Ogier, number 4. Yeah, I can. I know Ollie loves his rally. I don't watch it as much as him, but if you see him drive a car, he is absolutely fantastic. Alex Palou, number 5. Don, that's your area. IndyCar.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
5. I mean, I think he maybe up there. Maybe 5 being a little too high. It's tough call, but he definitely deserves a B up high.
That's good. Yeah, I couldn't say I don't watch enough of it.
Because you
to
have
say,
number,
to be honest.
like you look at number 6, Charles Leclerc, 7 is Sainz, but then 8, Kyle Larson in NASCAR, and Kyle Larson, who does dirt and everything, just seems he can get in anything and win. I wouldn't be surprised, like as a trend, like NASCAR go in the open wheel, they usually suck. Look at Jimmy Johnson, for example, and just like drivers that came from IndyCar or F1 to NASCAR in the past, they sucked at NASCAR. I think Larson could be an exception. Like it seems like he wins in everything he drives.
Oh, that's cool. That's like good to hear say like that. Well, different opinion because I couldn't tell you that at all. I wouldn't know too much, to be honest. That is, I mean, Dave, we're talking about Ferrari and how they haven't done anything, or we haven't seen them do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, even Ollie in the chat said about like, yeah, it's like you literally can't remember what races you got a podium. Like they've been so unspectacular.
Yeah, yeah.
But so both Ferrari drivers, well, they're 6th and 7th.
They should definitely be down the list.
Yeah. So both Ferrari drivers, they're 6th and 7th in this list. Like, really? Nick de Vries at number 9. I mean, all right, he won Formula E, and he's also he's done a few other bits as well. But I don't know about that. Pierre Gasly at 10. I'm quite, like I say, he's had a fantastic season. But it depends who's behind them, to be honest. So Mitch Evans is 11. I don't agree with that at all.
What's he, F2?
He's Formula E as well.
Oh, Formula E.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
Like I said, yeah, Formula E. I don't think I watched a Formula E race this season. So. What do you think about George Russell being 12?
He's done a decent job. He's again, if you can make a car outperform itself, then Ollie, is there any way you can send it into the YouTube chat? Because I ain't even logged in on Facebook on my computer, and I still can't find the actual list. Oh, is that Dave? Is that you? Have you put it on the screen at the minute?
Yeah, it's on the screen. It's on the screen right now. Yeah.
All right, go there. So go down again. We're to about 10. So
we're at 12. We're at 13 now. Because 12 was George Russell.
There you go.
Anyway, it's a bit delayed on there. I need to find why I can't. What is wrong with me? Why can I not find this thing? I can find moments that maybe it's because it's not just going to be. I need what heading was it under on the main site? Yeah, oh, okay, all right, I've got it. Oh, I've finally found it.
Yay.
There we go. Right. So, yeah, number 11, Mitch Evans. He was 4th in Formula E. I mean, that doesn't, it's not bad, but it's not spectacular, is it? 12 George Russell. I can go with that. He has done, but then you'll probably scroll up again, and there'll be someone else who you think should be higher than him. Eflin, is that how you spell his name? Eflin
or
Efren Evans, is that his name? Efren Evans?
Yeah, I think we need Ollie in here to talk about him. He'll know.
Efren Evans.
He loves rallying. Ollie's here. He should join in. Is that your favourite IndyCar driver at 14, Don?
No. An IndyCar, I'm a Will Power fan.
Why?
Chevrolet.
Okay. Colton Herta's at 14, apparently.
I mean, I do like Colton Herta. I think he's very good. I mean, I think that's a reasonable spot.
I don't know. So they got a guy at 15 who finished third in Formula E. And it's basically, it must have been I think it might have been his debut season.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Dennis, who's behind Mitch Evans, who finished fourth in Formula E.
Yep.
The guy in 16th, never heard of him, but he's got a Red Bull suit on, so definitely should be in the top 10.
Of course. You say that, Jamie.
Felix da Costa is 17th. Wow.
Oh, Valtteri's 21st. How nice.
I'm surprised he's that high. Fucking joke.
I would have actually. Do you know what? When we're done, or like whatever later on, I'm actually going to go and watch the live stream video of this and actually listen to how they decided on how they come to these conclusions.
Yep. They probably just put all the numbers in an hat, Jamie, just drew them out. Went, yeah, that'll do.
Well, because I'm just thinking, so Felix da Costa, it says he's 17th, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's down 14, meaning that last year he was at number 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite scary.
Yeah.
Even that the year before that he was at number 3. Newgarden, number 18. And he's down 12, so he was apparently the second best last year.
Well, he had a great season last year. He had kind of I guess you can say, mediocre, or a little more than not mediocre, a decent season this year.
He comes second, yeah. I'm going to start skipping these.
I say Pato Award because that's what we say for short instead of Patricio. Award had a stellar season. Came up just short of the championship to Pillow.
So we got Fernando above Sergio. That's interesting.
Can't even tell you where he's from, to be honest.
I'm going to start skipping some of these just to the ones that are more. Oh, there you go. There's 3 right there. So you got Oscar Pastari, who, to be fair, he's absolutely smashed Formula 2 this year.
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely dominated it. But of Alonso, see, even that, all right, he's had a good year, he's smashed it, but to be above Alonso and Perez, I don't even agree with that at all. I mean, how come Perez has gone down 14 places from what he was the year before? I know he had a good, all right, at Force India, he had a good season,
Yeah.
but he's not. He's well, he struggled at first, but the things he's done for Red Bull this year, he's been there when it's mattered most. I think. Do you know what I mean? He's not all of a sudden a bad driver.
Yeah, Perez didn't. He got one win this year at Baku, correct?
That was when.
Yeah, I know what happened. You don't need to tell me.
Oh,
Yeah, Verstappen had the DNF because of a puncture, and then Lewis
I
Hamilton
forgot to press the button.
complete. Yeah,
No, no, Mikey, it isn't right. It isn't right, Mikey. Oh, dear. Not bothered about Kobayashi, to be honest. I know he has, he's won year, but
isn't Kobayashi Formula E now too? And
don't even. No, I don't think so. He Oh yeah, I think he's. I think he has gone. Yeah, I didn't watch. I think he has gone into Formula E. I don't think he's been very good in it though. Where's God, I'll just scroll down too far and just see that Lando Norris is third again, and it just made me laugh again.
yeah, I don't know what they're thinking with
I
that
don't, I
one.
literally, I don't know. I want to go and actually watch it and see what the actual reasons were.
Yep. Okay, gentlemen. I'm going to wrap that up. Thank you very much for being guests tonight.
You're welcome.
And thank you to everyone in the chat. We've had Ollie, we've had Scott, we've had... I've lost it now because the tablet's gone off. Lots of people. Mr. Helium Trophy. Who else was in there? Matthew D'Souza.
Oh, look.
Dommy, of course.
Look, why? Ollie just joined the chat and then left. He was teasing us.
I know, I saw him.
If he joins, you could wait another 5 minutes for your food.
Yeah, if he joins, yeah.
Come on, Ollie. No. Did he just do it again?
I didn't see him.
I don't think so.
Ollie, I miss you. I do miss him, actually.
Honestly, I'm a bit surprised more IMSA guys didn't make this list. The only one I see is Felipe Albuquerque.
Who's that? Sorry.
I said I'm surprised I don't see more IMSA guys. Well, actually, yeah, Felipe Nasser and Felipe Albuquerque are the only two I'm seeing that are familiar. At 35 and 37.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen him now. Yeah. you've got well, you've got at number 34, Don. Don't know if you're aware, but he'll be Red Bull's next champion. Not next champion, but like when Max stops winning things.
Liam.
He'll take over.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Also, you got Dennis Hauger at number 41. I think Ollie mentioned it in the chat. He's actually really good as well. He won Formula 3 this year.
Sebastian Vettel, 39.
Your man Will Power is at 42.
Yeah. He did not have a good season this year. I'm glad he got a win to keep that streak alive, but it was between getting caught up in people's wrecks or mechanical issues, or it was just a horrible season.
Yeah, I don't mind him actually. I was only like messing with what I don't actually mind him. He is good. I think that one's fun. It's I say funny. So you've got Ash Sutton in at 43. He's the British touring car champion, but unfortunately, the level of British touring cars, like the competition, it just ain't there. It's not as
No.
it's nothing like what it used to be at all. And I wouldn't put that up, so I wouldn't make him in the top 50 drivers at all, just because of the what do you call it, the quality of what he's racing, of what he's driving, what his competitors and that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 11 o'clock already. Jesus.
It sure is. Okay, thank you very much,
All right.
gentlemen.
Go on in,
6
Dave,
p.m. for
because
me.
he's not gonna.
Yeah, okay
He's
then.
not gonna go.
No doubt I'll be doing another one for Christmas, so I'll catch you then. No doubt. We've still got another
Cool.
10 days yet, so no problem. Thank you very much. Thanks, Don.
Yeah, been fun. Nice one, Don. Nice one, everybody. Cheers, Ollie, for helping us out with some bits.
And to everyone in the chat. And I will catch you later. Thank you and good night.
I'll see you guys
Bye-bye.
Monday.
Yep, see you
Bye-bye.
Monday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.